It takes talent, ingenuity, and innovation to keep Long Beach City College in the forefront of community colleges. We are fortunate to have a leader who recognizes not only the importance of reaching out to our local community, but of communicating our success at the state and national level as well. Joining our college in 2002 as the Executive Vice President of Administrative Services, he became our Superintendent President in 2007. In November of 2014, as you've already heard from Trustee Kellogg, Governor Brown appointed him as a member of the UC Regents. This is an incredible honor and positions him to bring the community college perspective to the UC Regents. In December of 14, he spoke at the White House College Opportunity Summit, relaying the success of the Long Beach Promise. It is my pleasure to get to introduce someone who really needs no introduction, our Superintendent President, Eloy Ortiz Oakley. But I'm going to run a little off script and rogue here and be honest, and while I have the mic and no one's shutting it off.
Shut it off.
I'm going to give you a little history on the role of the Academic Senate in relationship to community college administration. And any of you that are from community colleges and you know higher education, you know that the relationship between the Academic Senate and the administration is normally acrimonious. It's tough. And cantankerous, and usually the Academic Senate President is someone that the faculty elect because they know that they will speak their mind, such as I'm doing right now, and stubborn and will hold true to what the faculty need and want at their college. So because this is a progress lunch on how we're doing, I thought I would relay how we're doing to all of you in our relationship. So we were in a meeting. I hope you don't mind if I tell this story. But we were in a meeting. I hope I still have a job on Monday, but we were in a meeting last week, and we were talking, and I said, President Oakley, if you were my husband, I would have to put poison in your coffee. To which he quickly responded, Karen, if you were my wife, I would drink it. So, so that's our update. No, in all seriousness, I've known President Oakley since he's been at the college, and he's extremely supportive of our student senate and our faculty senate, and I feel very privileged to be able to work with him. So now I will turn the mic over to our Superintendent President, Eloy Oakley.
That worked. Can you serve her a cup of coffee? Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to Long Beach City College. It's great to see you all here, and really it's always a pleasure to get up here and look out at this crowd and see just some wonderful friends of this college. To have the opportunity to serve this college and this city, to work with people like Mayor Robert Garcia, who spent a little bit of time here at Long Beach City College, and my good friend Mark Taylor, who's now working with him. To see people like Chief Luna, who is a product of this college. And to see all of you come here and really be part of this wonderful family we call Long Beach City College. Thank you for being here. I'd also like to take a moment to introduce a couple of special guests that I have here today. First of all, my better half, who has helped me navigate my way through life, Terry Carbaugh. And her wonderful daughter and the very talented Chelsea Carbaugh. And a nephew visiting from Salt Lake City, who's actually thinking about going to Cal State Long Beach, Tyson Mason. So we plan on making him a 49er, Jane. All right. So to start, I also want to recognize my bosses, the Board of Trustees, the 5 members who are elected to represent the residents of the Long Beach Community College District. Thank you for your commitment to the members of our community, the members of our college district. I'd also like to thank the members of the Platinum Circle who make this event possible. And to our faculty and staff who are joining us here today, thank you. You are truly the lifeblood of this institution, and you inspire countless positive changes in the lives of our students. Thank you to the staff responsible for today's State of the College luncheon, to the committee, to the Chef Pierre and his team, and all the servers who are here this afternoon serving us. Please give them a round of applause. And of course, to our friends in the community, thank you for joining us here at today's State of the College luncheon. This event is for you, our community. We want to keep you informed about all the exciting new developments at our college. But most importantly, we want to honor and reinforce the relationship between LBCC and our community, a relationship that has never been stronger, a relationship enshrined in a promise, the Long Beach College Promise. This is your community college. With your support, we are able to achieve great things. And with your help, we are taking an amazing institution and making it even better. Together, we are transforming Long Beach City College. As LBCC approaches its 90th year, it's amazing to sit back and think about all the ways that this institution has served and supported our community for nearly a century. Our first courses were taught in 1927. The tail end was what is known as the Roaring '20s. Back then, the workforce was shifting rapidly from a rural factory jobs to a more urbanized white-collar economy. And Long Beach City College was right there, preparing those students of 1927 to compete in the decades to come. Over time, as the economy changed, gave birth to new industries, this college kept its eye on the future. We prepare students to compete in today's economy, but we also must prepare them for what comes next. We must look ahead with determination, optimism, and a clear focus as we transform and evolve to meet the challenges of the 21st century. And we have great reasons to be optimistic and to be energized. We are modernizing our college through new and technologically advanced facilities. We are boosting our regional economy through our economic development initiatives. We are helping our regional workforce through workforce training. And we are offering more courses so that students can finish more quickly and move ahead faster. In fact, I'm proud to say that this spring, LBCC will be offering the highest number of courses it has in the last 5 years. That's really great news, particularly for our students. And there's much more to share. In this past year, we've had the opportunity to hire 53 new full-time faculty members and welcome them to our campus community. And we expect to be able to hire more in the fall. To put it in perspective, that's more new faculty than this college has ever hired in a single year in its entire history. How about a hand for our amazing faculty? It's really wonderful to see so many new and energetic faculty coming to our campus community and joining our faculty ranks. One of them is Dr. Gilbert Estrada, who started right here at LBCC as a student about 25 years ago. His educational path took him to the fine university, Cal State Long Beach, where he earned a BA, and then went on to this other university, USC, to earn a PhD in history. So we know why you're successful, because you're a 49er. Last spring, he joined the history department faculty as a Latin American historian and is developing new courses that will add to the strength and reputation of our history department. It's an amazing story of student success. Dr. Estrada, will you please stand and be welcome to Long Beach City College? Welcome home. You can feel the changes in the air at Long Beach City College. You can feel it when you visit our campuses, such as the one here at the Liberal Arts campus, as well as our Pacific Coast campus, over there in central Long Beach. But the most visible part of our transformation is really in our facilities. Our buildings, our classrooms, our student centers and bookstores that provide our physical structure of our college. We are in the 10th year of a 15-year, $616 million modernization program made possible by the voter-approved Measure E bonds. This is happening only because of your support, our community, and every few months we have the pleasure of either breaking ground or celebrating the grand opening of new facilities that are transforming Long Beach City College. One of the facilities under construction is a state-of-the-art home for our nursing program. This will feature a hospital environment that will allow our students to practice and build skills in a way that closely replicates what they're going to experience in the real world. LBCC is already recognized for our nursing program, and this will put us even further at the forefront. We also recently celebrated the grand opening of 2 new classroom buildings at the Pacific Coast campus. These buildings are really magnificent. They're equipped with the latest technology to allow students and faculty to get engaged with the most advanced teaching methods. And as you know, the Pacific Coast campus sits in one of the most economically challenged areas of our city. It's an area where far too often the zip code you are born into dictates your life. But we plan to change that equation through education. Our modernized Pacific Coast campus is a visible symbol of that commitment. And now I want to take a moment and introduce a short video that will give you a better idea of our modernization programs that we took part in over the last year.
Long Beach City College has always had a plan for construction. The liberal arts campus on Carson Street started with a terrific plan in 1933, and along the way, there have been some pretty good results. But this next round of construction will probably blow your mind. It's not just the buildings themselves, but in a world that demands the latest technology, these digital lab and classroom environments have been designed to support best practices for teaching and learning. Projects completed in 2014 include improvements to the Child Development Center on Clark Avenue, the Veterans Stadium parking lot, the pool area, and the LAC Central Plant. Celebrated in October was the groundbreaking for the nursing building, which will transform the 45-year-old Building C into a state-of-the-art simulation hospital training facility. At PCC, students will be able to work on solar energy technologies and the next generation of alternative fuel cars in our repurposed and updated JJ building. The Foster Kinship Care Program recently moved its operation into renovated modular facilities. In July, we broke ground on Building GG, the future Student Services building at PCC. This will be the 31,698 square foot home for admissions and records, counseling, financial aid, disabled student services, and a much-needed new cafeteria. The ribbon was cut just last week on buildings AA and BB, housing the new PCC Administrative Wing, Workforce Development, and technology-rich classrooms and labs. Major construction still underway at LAC includes the improved Central Quad, which will eventually link the auditorium to Veterans Stadium in one line-of-sight pathway. It's pretty hard to miss the beautiful, newly renovated front quad, which greets drivers and pedestrians along Carson Street. The spectacular new landscaping with the canary palms adds a welcoming and spacious look to the college. The new Culinary Arts and Math building is really the flagship of innovation, both in instruction and student learning. Culinary Arts will feature the latest in lecture, capture technology, studio teaching kitchens, and a restaurant complete with herb garden. Mathematics classrooms and labs will feature infrastructure to support wireless devices that will facilitate innovative teaching styles. Want to know how your tax dollars are being spent at Long Beach City College? Just visit both campuses, behold the changes, and feel proud of your community's college.
Thank you to all of you for allowing us to be able to build these wonderful facilities and serve our students. But our physical transformation is really just a start. The real measure of our success is the success of our students. And we're finding new ways to help our students achieve their dreams. Our Promise Pathway initiative is helping thousands of local high school students get into the right English and math classes and is showing great results. For those efforts, I'm happy to say that we were recognized with the 2014 James Irvine Foundation Leadership Award. Thank you to all of you who made the Promise Pathways a success. And the best way for me to describe what Promise Pathways is all about is to tell you about how it helped one student, Lynn Oak. Lynn is a first-generation Cambodian immigrant who moved to Long Beach when she was about 10 years old. She was an excellent high school student, earning A's and B's for most of her high school career. But when she came to Long Beach City College, she took an entrance exam, and she didn't do that well. She was initially placed in the remedial English and remedial math courses. But these tests aren't the most reliable indicator of how she will do here. And this is true of just about every community college in the nation. And this certainly wasn't true for Lynn. Promise Pathways took Lynn's high school grades into account, her actual experience in high school. And we placed her in English 1 and in trigonometry, avoiding remedial classes that she didn't need, remedial classes that would have slowed down her progress. Now, if you think that these advanced classes weren't right for her, let me tell you, she achieved a 3.8 grade point average here at Long Beach City College. And now, Lynn is at Cal State Long Beach, pursuing her dream of owning her own fashion design company. That's what Promise Pathways is all about, and that's what our Promise to this community is all about. Now, I should also say that this is also a testament to the great work that happens in Long Beach Unified and the great teachers we have in Long Beach Unified, and it's our job to recognize that work. Now, Lynn Oak is with us today, and I'd like her to stand and be recognized. Lynn, great job. We are also transforming lives through our Long Beach College Promise, which continues to gather strength and momentum. Last year, we had the pleasure of having the City of Long Beach join us, along with Long Beach Unified and Cal State Long Beach, to further strengthen this partnership. Now, what's important is that these four institutions no longer view themselves as separate when it comes to the success of our students. Instead, we're partners. I'd like to ask Mayor Robert Garcia, Cal State Long Beach President Jane Coase-Connolly, and Long Beach Unified Superintendent Chris Steinhauser to please stand and be recognized for their commitment to this partnership and for their commitment to our students. We are part of one system that is focused on students, not just educating them in the classroom, but doing all we can do to ensure that they continue their education and meet all of their academic, vocational, career, and life goals. Among the other benefits of the Long Beach College Promise, here at Long Beach City College, we offer a free semester for all local high school graduates, paid for by donations to our foundation. About 9,800 students have taken advantage of this free semester at Long Beach City College. We find that the Long Beach College Promise is attracting many and many first-generation students who are just not aware of all the resources available to them. Once they're here, we can help these students and connect them to financial aid, to scholarships, to grants that will help them pay for the rest of their college career. Now, Long Beach took a leadership role with the College Promise. We provided a model that is being emulated in other cities, in other states, and in the nation. As you may have heard, this gentleman, President Barack Obama, recently proposed his own version of the Long Beach College Promise. I had told Mark we should trademark it. He calls it America's College Promise. This would make community college tuition free to millions of students throughout the nation. It would go a long way at fulfilling our core mission here at Long Beach City College, which is to make higher education accessible and more affordable to all. Now, we can all debate on whether the President's plan will succeed in becoming law. But regardless of whether it's adopted and in what form, I think it's important to recognize what the President is sending, the message he is sending. He is saying clearly that some level of higher education is necessary for success in life, just as a high school diploma was decades ago. It's a commitment that California made many years ago when community college tuition was free. The state drifted away from that commitment. And in recent years, we have slowly crept back. And I'm happy to say that today, the pendulum is swinging back in the right direction. Governor Brown's 2015 budget proposal for community colleges, which was released this last month, is a very rosy outlook. It is the best budget we've seen in years. Now, that certainly doesn't mean that our budget troubles are over. We all have to remember we live in California. But this is all the more reason why we must remain and continue to be prudent, responsible, and transparent stewards of our funding. You know, to some, it comes as a surprise that education is not the only mission here at Long Beach City College. Part of our mission is to engage in business and economic development and to support our local community. Once our students earn an associate's degree or a certificate or go on and get their 4-year degree, we want to do our part to make sure that they can obtain good jobs and careers here in this region. And that means supporting a robust and thriving economy. We want our best and brightest to stay right here and to contribute to this region. That's where our business development efforts come into play. LBCC is home to the LA Regional Small Business Development Centers, which helps create and retain jobs in our region. The SBDC assisted nearly 13,000 clients in 2014. That's 13,000 small businesses. Through those efforts, we helped create nearly 1,600 new jobs last year, and we helped retain more than 1,000. We also have the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program, which helps entrepreneurs succeed and to thrive. This effort has served more than 560 small businesses since 2010, with 140 graduates just last year alone. The graduates of our Goldman Sachs program are having excellent results. Just 6 months after graduation, about 45% reported that they added new jobs, and about 64% increased their revenues. And we also have workforce development initiatives to train workers for specific industries in this region. A great example of that is our Harbor Truck Driver Training Program, which launched in 2012, in partnership with the trucking industry to address the shortage of qualified truck drivers who serve both the ports of Long Beach and the ports of LA. One of our success stories is here with us today, Greg Davis. Greg was hired almost immediately as a truck driver after he finished the program. From there, he purchased a truck and is building up his own small trucking business. His goal is to expand and grow, and better yet, he's promised that he's only going to hire LBCC graduates. Greg Davis, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for being here. Last year, we also started a new initiative we called Innovation Fund SoCal, which helps fund startup businesses locally. One of these business owners is Max Aram, who applied to the Innovation Fund and received a no-interest loan of $100,000 to take his solar energy business to the next level. Max went from 2 full-time employees to 6 in the past year, and he's expanding so fast that he's adding 1 new employee every month to his business. We're very proud of Max and his team, and we're very proud to have provided that seed money to help boost his success. Let's give a round of applause for Max and his team for their great work. So, as you can see, Long Beach City College is not just an educational partner, we're a business partner. We're not just a resource for our students, but a resource for the entire Long Beach community and beyond, transforming lives, growing jobs, and supporting this economy. As we see so often in the movies, sports is also a wonderful catalyst for personal transformation. We see that a lot here at Long Beach City College with the success of our Viking teams. They all bring us great pride, and we salute them here today. And there's one accomplishment in particular that I want to make sure and note, and that is Viking football. The Viking football program became a regional powerhouse once again with a 9-2 record last year. And last season, the Vikings were ranked as high as number 6 in the nation and number 2 in the state. A truly amazing accomplishment. And this is just one example of the great success of our athletic teams. I'd like to ask all the Viking coaches who are here today to please stand and be recognized by our audience. See, we have some shy coaches. Another really important group of students that I want to recognize and call out are our veterans. As a veteran myself, this is really a personal issue for me. We need to go the extra mile to help our veterans by providing them greater access and support. We need to help them continue to serve our country. I'm proud to say that LBCC was named a military-friendly school, and this couldn't have happened without the hard work of James Martinez and his team at the LBCC Veteran Services Office. James, will you please stand along with your entire team and be recognized, and thank you for your leadership. I'd also like to recognize one other veteran who's here with us today. He's our new student trustee, Gus Orozco, who served us in Afghanistan. Gus, will you please stand and thank you for your service. And to all of our student veterans who have served our country, please know that Long Beach City College is here to serve you. And while we have celebrated many successes over the year, we still face many challenges. And there's one in particular that I want to take a little bit of time to talk about today. It's a major challenge for us, but also a great opportunity. And it concerns the speed and efficiency with which our students move through Long Beach City College and beyond. Simply put, it takes too long. It takes way too long. No one comes to a community college and expects to spend 4, 5, 6 years or more. But sadly, it's become the reality for far too many students in our state and throughout our nation. We need to do more to ensure that students get the classes they need to move through LBCC quickly and get to that next step. We must dedicate more energy and more focus to getting LBCC students through faster. I believe this must be the primary mission of the coming years for this college. And it starts with how we measure success. Right now, our college measures success like every other community college in the nation and most universities. And this is a state and federal model in which we look at 6-year completion rates. We look at 6-year cohorts. What does that mean? That means the number of students who complete a degree, certificate, or are prepared to transfer in 6 years. For many policymakers and lawmakers, this standard has become the norm. But I ask all of you here today, is 6 years really acceptable to getting through a community college? For finishing what used to be called a 2-year degree? I can't accept it, and I hope you can't either. At LBCC, over a 6-year time frame, 42% of our students earn an associate's degree, a certificate, or are prepared to transfer. 42% is not a bad number. It doesn't sound like a bad number, and it measures pretty well against other community colleges our size. However, that's on a 6-year timetable. When you look at a snapshot of 4 years, the number drops to just 27%. And if you actually look at 2 years, well, get ready for this, folks. It's 5%. Now, I'm not here to say that this is the fault of our faculty or our staff, because they are truly dedicated to our students. We have a problem in the way our system is structured, in the way we have expectations for our students. So think about what it's costing the economy in terms of developing the next generation of the workforce. Think about what it's doing to our students who have to put off their dreams and put them on hold. And the amount of time and money 2, 3, or 4 years adds to the cost of their education. So I'm proposing here today. I'm proposing that Long Beach City College strive to do better. I propose that we change the way we measure success and then change the outcome. We need to start tightening up the way we measure our success rates. First, by using completion rates along a 4-year timeline, and then moving over time to a 3-year time completion rate. This will really tell us, and you all, our community, how successful we really are at moving students through the system. Then, we need to change the culture, the entire culture, and put a focus on getting students through more quickly. We can build on the recent successes of the associate's degree for transfer, which guarantees a pathway for students going on to the CSU. We've made great progress awarding these degrees. LBCC awarded 300 this last year, which is a very strong number. That puts us number 2 in Southern California and 12th statewide in awarding these degrees. This is a great achievement, and I'd like to thank our faculty leadership, our transfer counselors, and everyone associated with helping our students transfer for making this pathway a reality to the Cal State system. And, wearing another hat, I will commit to working as hard as possible and work with the University of California to create similar pathways for our students who want to go on to the UC. So, I think we've made great progress in recent years. Promise Pathways is just one great example. But we can and we must do more. We need to take a hard look at the way we schedule classes and ensure that the priority is placed on students. We will need to re-engineer the way our students enroll at Long Beach City College and eliminate as many barriers as possible. We need to revamp the way we counsel and advise our incoming students, and we need to arm them with all the tools necessary for them to succeed. This is not going to be easy. This is actually going to be pretty hard. Many institutional and regulatory barriers exist. It's going to take a lot of big changes, and it's going to take courage. But the status quo is simply unacceptable. So I ask our faculty and staff and our administration to join me. Join me in raising the bar for our completion rates. And I call on the Board of Trustees, our board members, to come together. Come together in a real way and make this your top priority. Join me in setting a clear goal for our 5-year strategic plan. Join me in putting the focus on students and doing whatever is necessary to ensure that our students can complete a high-quality, rigorous education as efficiently as possible. As I wrap up my comments today, I'd like to leave you with a final thought about how incredible of a transformation Long Beach City College is having so far, and why we must continue to push forward. We have laid the groundwork for a state-of-the-art college that will serve the needs of this community well into the 21st century. And we must continue to evolve to meet those needs. This is not a destination. This is a journey of continuous improvement. We serve our students and our community by being prepared for the changes that we know will come in the future. New industries will rise and flourish in our region. We must train the highly skilled workforce to fill those jobs. Other industries will decline, and those workers, they're going to look to us to help them retrain and develop the skills they need to get back into the workforce. We must be at the forefront of innovation to encourage the growth of new businesses and support the entrepreneurs who are willing to take risks, create jobs, and strengthen our economy. And with your ongoing support, Long Beach City College will continue to take a leadership role in helping students succeed and ensuring that our community is prosperous. So I thank you for being here today and joining us. Thank you for the continued support of Long Beach City College, and we will need every bit of your support to generate the courage we need to tackle the challenges I just mentioned. Thank you for being here this afternoon. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and go Vikings.